The most incredible discoveries scientists still can't explain. We have started our preparations to leave for Mars, but we still can't understand our home planet. The Earth is still mysterious to us. Some incredible discoveries on this planet baffled everyone, even scientists. There are numerous conspiracy theories about them, but the truth is still unknown. Wanna have a look? Then stay tuned. Hi folks, thanks for tuning in. Join us by subscribing to the channel and make sure to press the bell icon to never miss another update from us. With that being said, let's jump into today's amazing video. Number 10. Fairy Namibian Circles. The Namib Desert in southern Africa has some bizarre phenomena going on. The area is covered in precisely circular spots where grass or any other kind of plant life just won't grow. What's equally strange is that a halo of healthy, lush grass frequently surrounds these desolate rings, which range in diameter from 2 to 15 meters. The strange spots, which are technically known as desert grass formations, have earned the moniker fairy circles. Due to their magical appearance, these are the equivalent of crop circles in nature, and experts are baffled by them. Number 9. The Drepanosaurus. Every time a new fossil is discovered, it provides fresh information about how creatures have evolved and about those that formerly inhabited the globe. But occasionally, something is discovered that completely defies accepted scientific theory and calls into question what we previously believed to be true. The Drepanosaurus, a little-known monster, has become a subject of mystery. The first fossil was discovered in Italy, but it had to be rebuilt because it had all been smashed. Its extinct status as a reptile has previously been questioned by scientists. In contrast to the first fossils, the second fossil was discovered in Ghost Ranch, New Mexico. It is currently believed that the species was in its own category, not a dinosaur or a reptile. Its enormous front claw was attached to a flat bone that was unique to the species. It also featured a long, powerful tail, a tail spike, and a narrow nose that allowed it to cling to trees. What was originally believed to be a reptile, in reality, looked more like a mammal, notably an anteater. It nearly seems impossible that this fossil could be anything modern. Some have argued that it puts into question the entire theory of evolution. So what is it actually? We don't know. Number 8. The Hobbits of Flores. Researchers first believed the 18,000-year-old remains of the Flores human originally belonged to a miniature version of a modern human when they were found on the Indonesian island of Flores in 2003. The size of the skull they found was less than a third of ours. Later research established that the bones belonged to a separate type of archaic human that lived before the Neanderthals became extinct, called Homo floresiensis, and not to a Homo sapien. They called the wild lady Hobbit after the character from J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings because of her diminutive size. Many wonder how a hominoid with a brain that small could possibly create the advanced tools they discovered nearby. Even scientists can't explain that. Number 7. The Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism is a long-lost, complex device that was discovered on a shipwreck close to Greece, dating back to around 100 BC. First, no one can agree on where the Antikythera mechanism was made or who designed it. Second, the Antikythera mechanism contains gears and structures that were not found in devices again for 1,000 years. Because all of the instructions were written in Greek, it was widely believed that it was created by the Greeks. However, another research suggested the design was created in Sicily. The system is said to have been used to calculate astronomical locations. The issue with it is that no one knew the laws of gravity or how celestial bodies traveled at the time this object was created. In other words, no one alive at that time would have been able to comprehend the capabilities of the Antikythera mechanism, and no single mechanism used from that time can account for the absurd number of settings and functions this machine had. So, who used it then? Aliens? Number 6. The Martian meteorite. A meteorite hit Earth in 1984, which is not remarkable in and of itself. However, this one, called ALH 84001, was discovered to have mysteries that no one has been able to unravel. The 4.1 billion years old rock is believed to have come from Mars, loosened following a collision, and drifted through space until crashing into the atmosphere of Earth. The surface of this rock was highly odd compared to other comparable specimens because it had what looked to be traces of bacteria fossils. Was this evidence for past Martian life on Mars? Or perhaps this is how life came to exist on Earth? Despite extensive research on the rock, approximately 35 years after it was discovered, no conclusions have been reached. The formations can come from bacterial growth. Alternatively, it might be a geological structure that only happens to resemble anything uncommon, just by chance. By the time NASA gets the chance to find proof of life on the red planet itself, newer analytical techniques may eventually provide the solution. Number 5. Diquis spheres in Costa Rica. Since the 1930s, the Diquis Delta in Costa Rica has seen the gradual, methodical discovery of some of history's most enigmatic finds. Few millimeters in diameter to more than 16 tons in weight, more than 300 unusual stone spheres have been discovered in this Central American country, and neither archaeologists nor scientists can explain how or why they were ever made in the first place. However, they do concur that these artifacts were created by individuals who lived between 700 CE and 1500 CE. According to Atlas Obscura, these were probably shaped into their extinct spherical shape by using traditional pecking and grinding techniques about 1530 CE out of bigger stones. Number 4. Baigong pipes. There are 3 enigmatic triangle apertures on top of a mountain that hold hundreds of old, rusted iron pipes of unknown origin in a region of China that is not known to have ever been home to humans. Some of the pipes penetrate the mountain deeply. Some of them swim in a saltwater lake close by. More pipes may be found in the lake. Some of the bigger pipes have a diameter of 40 centimeters, are consistent in size, and are arranged in what appear to be deliberate designs. Archaeologists have determined that the pipes date to a period when people were still learning how to prepare meat without catching fire. So there is no chance of casting iron. A group of conspiracy theorists thinks the Baigong pipes are an abandoned alien spaceship launch site. This is plausible given that the pipe's percentage of silica is similar to that found on Mars. Number 3. Earthquake lights. Is it a UFO? No, these are earthquake lights. When no storm is brewing and occasionally there isn't even a cloud in the sky, these unusual flashes shine a light on the darkness. Earthquake lights can appear in a wide variety of patterns and hues, such as gliding blue spheres or flashing green bolts. These lights, which differ from lightning in that they originate from the ground as opposed to the sky, frequently appear before an earthquake. This was the situation before the disastrous quakes in Quebec in 1988, L'Aquila, Italy, in 2009, and several other earthquakes. Although they don't always happen, when they do, they frequently herald an impending natural catastrophe. But the reason for the enigmatic lights is still a mystery to scientists. Number 2. Naga fireballs. What will you do when you'll witness this bizarre light ball emerge from Thailand's Mekong River? Thousands of these unsettling orbs have been seen rising over the 300-mile length of the ocean in this isolated region of Asia throughout the years. They float up to 600 feet and then vanish. The fireballs received their name because superstitious villagers believe the fiery red lights originate from the jaws of the enormous sea serpent called Naga that resides in the Mekong. However, scientists believe that they are brought on by deposits in the water that deteriorate and transform into methane gas, whose bubbles ascend to the river's surface and ignite when they come into contact with oxygen at the top. But this is only a theory. Number 1. The Baghdad Batteries. The Baghdad Batteries are a group of early artifacts that were discovered in the Mesopotamia region. When archaeologists discovered the batteries, they initially thought they were merely standard clay pots for storage. But that assumption was swiftly disproved since each one of the batteries has a copper rod that exhibits signs of acid corrosion. This indicates that the pots likely held a liquid that would interact with the copper and generate an electrical charge. If accurate, they are hundreds of years older than the first known modern battery. Some people think that some stone carvings, known as the dendrolite, resemble electrical arc lights, which would require something like the Baghdad batteries to power. Others think the notion is utterly absurd. So what is it? Still a mystery. Do you have any explanation in mind? We would love to know your theories about these mysterious discoveries. Tell us in the comment section below. Before you go, consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Until then, peace.